Let me ask you an honest question. When was the last time you felt fully focused? Not distracted. Not checking your phone every few minutes. Not jumping between apps, notifications, and endless scrolling. Just deep focus. For most people today, that state has become rare. And the reason is something happening deep inside your brain. It's called dopamine overload. Every notification, every short video, every sugary snack, every like on social media, they all trigger dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. But here's the shocking part. When dopamine is constantly stimulated, your brain slowly becomes desensitized. Things that once felt exciting start feeling boring. Work feels harder. Motivation drops. Focus disappears. And suddenly, the only things that feel rewarding are instant gratification activities. But most people get this wrong. They think they simply lack discipline. In reality, their brain's reward system is overloaded. The good news? There's a powerful method that can help reset this system. It's called a dopamine detox. And in the next few minutes, you'll learn how just 48 hours of strategic changes can help restore motivation, focus, mental clarity, emotional balance. Welcome to HealthHaven, your daily dose of vitality. Let's reset your brain. Before we talk about detoxing dopamine, we need to understand something important. Dopamine is not the chemical of pleasure. It's actually the chemical of motivation and pursuit. When dopamine rises, your brain says, "This is important. Do it again." This system helped humans survive. It motivated our ancestors to find food, explore environments, solve problems. But here's the shocking part. Modern technology has hacked this system. Apps, games, and digital platforms are designed to trigger rapid dopamine spikes. Every scroll, every notification, every new video, each one delivers a tiny reward. And over time, your brain begins craving constant stimulation. Most people get this wrong. They think dopamine detox means eliminating dopamine entirely. That's impossible. Dopamine is essential for survival. The goal is actually resetting sensitivity to normal rewards. So simple things, like reading, learning, or working, start feeling satisfying again. Now let's look at what dopamine overload actually does to the brain. When dopamine spikes too frequently, the brain tries to protect itself. It does this by reducing dopamine receptors. But here's the shocking part. Fewer receptors means you feel less motivated overall. Activities that once felt rewarding now feel dull. This creates a dangerous cycle. Low motivation leads to seeking stronger stimulation. More stimulation leads to further receptor reduction. And the cycle continues. Most people get this wrong. They blame themselves for procrastination. But often, the real problem is a dysregulated reward system. A dopamine detox helps break this cycle. A dopamine detox doesn't mean doing nothing for 48 hours. Instead, it means temporarily removing high-stimulation activities that overload the brain. This includes things like social media, video games, junk food, streaming platforms, endless internet browsing. But here's the shocking part. When these intense stimuli disappear, the brain begins rebalancing itself. The nervous system calms down. Attention improves. And natural motivation slowly returns. Most people get this wrong. They assume detoxing dopamine will feel miserable. But many people actually report feeling clearer and calmer after just one day. Let's break down a simple 48-hour dopamine reset plan. Day 1 focuses on reducing stimulation. Day 2 focuses on retraining your brain to enjoy slower rewards. This 2-day reset can dramatically change how your brain responds to stimulation. But here's the shocking part. The biggest benefits often appear after the detox ends. Suddenly normal tasks feel much easier to focus on. Let's walk through it step by step. The first day is about removing dopamine spikes. That means avoiding social media, gaming, short-form video content, junk food, constant phone use. Instead, your day should include low-stimulation activities like walking, reading, journaling, cleaning, light exercise. But here's the shocking part. At first, your brain might resist. You may feel bored, restless, even slightly anxious. That's normal. Your brain is simply adjusting to lower dopamine stimulation. Most people get this wrong. They quit during the boredom phase. But boredom is actually part of the reset process. Day 2 is about rebuilding healthy dopamine pathways. Instead of avoiding stimulation completely, you begin adding activities that produce slow, stable dopamine release. These include exercise, deep work, learning new skills, meditation, creative projects. But here's the shocking part. These activities produce smaller dopamine spikes, but they last longer. That's the key to sustainable motivation. Most people get this wrong. They chase intense excitement. But the brain actually performs best with moderate, consistent dopamine levels. Let's imagine someone named Michael. Michael worked from home and constantly felt distracted. His routine looked like this. Check phone. Work for 10 minutes. Open social media. Watch videos. Repeat. By evening he felt exhausted, but accomplished almost nothing. Then he tried a 48-hour dopamine detox. The first day was difficult. He felt bored and restless. But by the second day something surprising happened. His mind felt quieter. Distractions felt less powerful. And work became easier to focus on. Within weeks, his productivity had doubled. Not because he worked harder, but because his brain had rebalanced its reward system. Now let's talk about common mistakes. Mistake number 1, trying to eliminate all stimulation forever. That's unrealistic. The goal is balance, not extreme restriction. Mistake number 2, doing the detox but returning to old habits immediately. A detox works best when followed by healthier digital habits. Mistake number 3, expecting instant transformation. While some people feel changes quickly, long-term improvement comes from consistent behavior changes. Most people get this wrong. They treat dopamine detox like a one-time fix. But it's really a reset button for healthier habits. After completing a dopamine detox, protect your brain with these habits. Limit social media time. Avoid checking your phone first thing in the morning. Focus on deep work sessions instead of multitasking. Spend time in nature and physical movement. And prioritize sleep. But here's the shocking part. The most powerful dopamine habit might simply be learning to tolerate boredom again. Because boredom creates the mental space where creativity grows, focus deepens, motivation returns. Let's simplify everything into a quick checklist. For your 48-hour dopamine detox. Heavy checkmark: remove high-stimulation activities. Heavy checkmark: avoid social media and short-form content. Heavy checkmark: walk, read, or journal instead. Heavy checkmark: add exercise and deep work on day 2. Heavy checkmark: reintroduce stimulation carefully afterward. Do this even once a month and you may notice stronger focus, higher motivation, less digital addiction, better mental clarity. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to HealthHaven. Because here we break down the science of brain optimization, longevity, nutrition, mental performance. All designed to give you your daily dose of vitality. And remember, in a world designed to capture your attention, your greatest power is learning how to control it. See you in the next video.